You fucking.
You've seen the title. You know what I'm here for. You know what it's all about. Welcome back for the people who've been here. For the new people, hit the sub button. Sony has lost their mind, and I have been I'm not gonna say PlayStation fan because like I've been in the PlayStation ecosystem. That's what the CEOs like to use all the time, and when someone buys into their system or whatever. But this is insane. For those who don't know, though, for those who've been living under a rock or aren't into gaming as much. Sony has announced the PlayStation 5 Pro, which is basically their mid-generation upgrades. So like they start off with like the PlayStation 5 or the PlayStation 4, and then like halfway through the generation before you get the next system in the generation or whatever, they have like a Pro version, which is like the updated version with better CPUs and stuff, GPUs and all that stuff. You know, makes it look better, like the game stuff like that runs better this and the third. And so for the past generation, had a PS4 Pro, which they said you run games better, this and the third. And as you saw in the clip in the beginning, it's $700 for a PS5 Pro. And people are getting up in arms about that, rightfully so. And I want to explain why people are so upset about that, because people don't understand, oh my God, what's the problem with it? And I've never seen a group of people meat ride this horrible decision for the game, but it's horrible. It's like Sony has reached Apple status without having the prestige stuff for it, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you know how when you used to buy an iPhone, it used to come with the charger, you know, the headphones and even the box with it, and now you just basically get nothing but the phone for when you get an iPhone. Sony is reaching that. So let me break it down for you. Someone broke it down in this tweet. It's a $700 console. This is just for America prices. In Canada and the UK, it's $900, which is insane to me. Why would you? Whatever. Let's before we break down to that, let's just get into what the tweet and everything once you break it down. Also, there was a price increase for the controllers. So instead of it being $70, which is the same price as the games that went up a few years ago for no reason at all, the controllers have now went up $5 more, and they secretly rolled that out. They didn't want y'all to know about that. How you spending more for a controller that gives stick drift in less than 2 months of using it, but whatever. And so the consoles are $700. The controllers are $75. You have to pay $80 a year to use your own internet connection. The stands are sold separately. You can't get the stands now. A Blu-ray add-on and the what is it called? The drive doesn't even come with it anymore. You have to spend $50 for that. Are you serious? If we're breaking it down here, this is well over $900 here. Okay, well over. What is this? If you do the math here, it's like what? This is before tax. Let's say you wanted everything that was included in that list. That's $965, okay? After tax, that's well over $1,000. You could just buy a computer at that point. And I'm not even trying to be like, oh my God, PC gamer or whatever. You can buy a PC for that and get all the games, because all the games that are on the PS5 right now are on PC at this point, okay? If you want to play a Spider-Man game, you can play the original one, and they're going to put the Spider-Man 2 on there in a few months. Let's be honest here. Come on. They're doing what God of War Ragnarok. There is no game that is on the PS5 right now that isn't coming to or is already on PC. So what are we doing here? I'm not even turning into a PC versus PlayStation debate because it's stupid. It's just that the prices of these things are so high, and it's frustrating to me. And people like Jeff Keighley would meat ride this company over and over and over again. And I don't. And you remember when a few years ago when Last of Us Part 2 basically swept the Game Awards and everybody was talking about it's rigged. It's like, no, it's not rigged. What do you mean? This is blah 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 blah. You can clearly see there's a bias source on it, and I don't even want to be that guy because it's like it's not that serious. But if you look at it, what other company is getting 14 tweets? 14 talking about, oh my God, greatness is unleashed. What was the tagline for this commercial? Oh, greatness is unleashed or some dumb shit like that. What? For $700 for a mediocre upgrade? And you know what's funny? When they showed they did these side-by-side things where like, oh, the game's on the PS5 versus the PS5 Pro, and they showed like Spider-Man 2 of him using the Venom powers, and people picked up on they did like frame per frame, because apparently the only difference between a PS5 Pro and a PS5 is the frame by frame, you can see the background a little bit clearer. Are you shitting me? But whatever. You look at the frame for Spider-Man 2, you can see how apparently the tree in the background isn't loaded in fully. So you're telling me I'm spending $700 before tax for a game to run a slightly better? What are we doing here, okay? And I haven't even gotten to the fact that there's no goddamn games on this fucking system. I've had the Spider-Man PS5. It is I finally hooked it up after months of not using it, okay? I have only 3 games on there that have of interest of me. And afterward, there is nothing to play on this game because I can play everything else on PC. Why would I need to buy a PS5 Pro? I get if there was a new game coming out like, hey, God of War Valhalla is like this big ass expansion and it's exclusive to the PS5 and you need to go get it. Okay, I would like, or something like they announced a new Uncharted game, a exclusive Tomb Raider game, something stupid. I don't know. But there is nothing to play on the PS5. And that's why my biggest worry about the gaming is because pretty much Sony is on an island right now because Microsoft has pretty much thrown the white flag in and basically saying they don't care about consoles anymore. But it makes it where it's like it feels like a 2K situation where once NBA Live bowed out, 2K was going off the rails with their microtransactions and everything, and no one has really checked them on that yet. Same thing with Madden, where it's like there's nowhere else we can go, so we're just gonna go here. And even if Xbox come out and say, hey, we got a console that's coming out that's gonna be, I don't know, $399, right? And it's as powerful as a PS5 Pro. It's still gonna be like the games I want to play. Is there really games there? I mean, the Game Pass or whatever. They're gonna increase the price tag of the Game Pass again and be like, yeah, this is it for everyone, and just shoot themselves in the foot again. But it's just frustrating, and it's like these bootlickers that sit there and say, bro, why y'all being so dramatic? It's just $700. If you broke, just say that. The whole purpose of a console is supposed to be inexpensive. What is the point of getting a console? I'm spending a whole car note on it. What are we doing here? I can get a PC that lasts longer. I can swap parts out. I can sell the parts I don't need. I can get all these other things. Games are free or on sale, and you don't have to pay for online that you're already paying for. I'll be damned if I buy another PlayStation Plus a month in my life again. No way, because there's nothing on there worth playing. Nothing at all. And it's just crazy. And it's like people will sit there and say it's like an iPhone, you know what I mean? You know, everybody has that one friend or that one coworker that buys every new iPhone that comes out, even though there is slightly little to no improvement from phone to phone. Unless you're doing like a big 5-year jump between phones. There is no purpose of getting an iPhone 13 from an iPhone 12, and it's like, what are we doing here? But let me know what y'all think. Are y'all getting a PS5 Pro? I'm definitely not. I barely want the PS5. I'm debating about selling this motherfucker. If it wasn't the Spider-Man edition of the PS5, I would have sold this bitch. It's basically pointless. But let me know what y'all think down below. I'll be in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And I'm out. Peace.
And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard.